Basically, they are saying, we are staying like 5 nautical miles away from you at all times. Varus Bard, incredibly strong lane. In fact, anyone's legend may make the most out of that matchup. Tarzan on the Jace jungle. And we'll see. This is the first time I believe he's ever played Jace jungle, which is not a surprise. Shun on the Malphite trying to dive that very top lane that we were talking about.
Throws out the seismic shard, tries to tunnel away, does get the knock-up, flashes away, double flash after. They will survive the dive, it will cost them those flashes.
It will. That will be half a wave dead to turret. Bin's not going to recall. Doesn't even trade the ult back. So Knight now has a HP trade advantage in mid lane. Expect Shanks to just chuck the shockwave the gift subs there, Puna. It's an awful lot of difference again. Viper and on. Down a little bit of CS, but again, it should be so much worse given you have that Alistar. And once again, good trade.
Hope's now having a really tough time, and there's a 4th shot coming. I think they might just have this. Flashes over the wall, he's dead.
Oh, Hope, that's a bad flash. Viper has level 6 as well. If there's more combo here, then Viper can open up the curtains.
We did wonder what would happen if you could get some priority down towards his bot lane. On with the wonderful flash. Puts Kyle into a desperate spot, and another kill for Viper. The best AD carrier in the world comes back to standard warding practices. Grubs started up by Shun here. 2 still to claim. Tarzan looking to potentially smite steal one of them. Shun's held on to his smite, though, in order to try and get both here.
Trying to Tarzan could have potentially shot blast, sniped one of them. Bin's got a 2-level advantage. Now, folks, Bin had a bad time the other day because he was playing up against Weibo, and top lane Zucker just completely diffed him. Actually, in the first 2 games, Bin got just straight up 1v1. Hang on, Shanks flashes away.
Doesn't need to. We'll pull Knight back. Remember, he doesn't have the shuffle anymore. Just gets stunned on his own wall. Tempered Fate after. Tarzan now coming along. Good time with the shot blast command dissonance. And Knight is down. To the skies goes Tarzan. Shun forced to ult away, and AL punish the attempted lane gank from BLG.
Excellent play from Tarzan and Kyle to help out Shanks. I'm a little surprised no one body blocked the skill shot coming out of Tarzan. Shun could have done that, then flashed backwards, but didn't. Stunned hurt already.
I think Varus arrow as well. Tarzan around. I don't think he necessarily wants to face check the Sado. Flash ult from that Malphite gets on top of Shanks, who shockwaves 5 times a time. Tarzan to the skies makes it the 1-for-1. Now speeding himself away. Ends up being not quite as clean as I think either side wanted there. Flash from Kyle does get the Cosmic Binding. Don't remember on. No ult is going to be forced to flash. Over the wall goes Hope, though. Gets the slow. Looks for the last auto. Gets it. Deadly Flourish lands, but it's only really onto the bar, not the most biggest target. Tarzan flashing to go to the skies. Viper finally gets his roll quest. Unfortunately, the other roles in his party have all fallen apart.
Tarzan is doing so much work, and BLG have really underestimated the damage of the Jace jungle. This is unlikely to kill. Kyle's there for the body block. Tried to steal the blue buff. Couldn't get that.
Like,
that's on the bucket
deadpan
list.
silliness.
Kyle might do that thing where he ults the tower. Bin does have Dominus though. I'm not sure I love that. I think he should have stepped into that.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, the turret is turned off, and he is in fact not allowed to go golden with it, and therefore gets blasted. Turret in the mid lane does get crystallized.
Now, so about 500 gold swing in the top lane matchup. Bin would have really liked to use that individual matchup in the next few minutes, coming in as, you know, mid-game Renex him. That means that AL to sit there, just throw a poke at them, and now they can avoid that situation. Flandre keeps pushing bot lane, and Knight is now actually under threat.
He is. Flandre can't quite finish the turret, so he's going to have to back off on it. It's only going to be on about auto's worth of damage, and I don't know how easy it's going to be for Knight to stop that. Let's at least clear up the tunnels.
I don't think he's going to be able to stop it now. The minions will kill it themselves. Knight did just pick up the roll quest for those of you that didn't see that, which means he has the upgraded boots in mid lane, as the Shanks. They both went for
and a cool scythe in Tarzan's infantry.
Oh, cool!
Sabotage on Jace is utterly busted, guys.
Fights in the bot lane, though. That might become more important later. On keeps Flandre away from turret and cancels the tunnel.
Done. I think Flandre is probably dead here. Just get the knock-up. Decent dodge away from the Deadly Flourish, but unfortunately drags him further away from the potential escape routes, which are stood on and destroyed. Knight is donated that.
You hit an objective or a tower afterwards, and you do just a chunk of damage to it. Trying to unlock AD Assassins being split push threats again in the way that they were in Season 3 odd.
Yes. Worth noting as well, when you hit an enemy champion or big objective, you do true damage, which is quite nice as well. Get some true damage from it, which is quite significant. And the thing with Jace that makes this item so busted on him is basically, if you're a melee champion, the burst of damage you do to turrets is higher. You have to have got that killer assist beforehand. With Jace, what you do is you fire it while you're in range form, then change form while the auto's in midair, and it counts the melee form auto.
Same as you used to do with Grasp as well. That's one of the big things. Hang on, potential fight around the exit from the Dragon. Shun was wandering towards that. Not going to get anything. And now Shun, now into jungle to clear a camp every now and then. And you have really overwhelming kind of strategic firepower. On here too has been pulled. He's had a good game so far, but has to pop the ult.
TPing in behind Shanks, actually. The ward from On just plays fight on two fronts. That's good damage onto the backline. They kill off the Bard. Tarzan trying to trade out. Shanks running away, but he's in a 1v2. BLG pull the trigger on two fronts, prevent the support coming to Shanks, and end up getting two Barons up, and they've just murdered the mid and support.
I think they can give this a shot. Now, the problem is they don't have engage now. On needs to really save this situation. He's the only way to threaten that Jace who will try and poke them out.
He's got a sweeper just aware that something might be happening. Gets rid of the blast cone. Now has an idea. Tarzan. On the flank angle gets the jungler.
Just give this man the player of the game. What an exceptional Alistair game. Gets such a good laning phase and makes the big play which might break things open. Flandre and Hope trying to now outplay in a 2v5.
Oh, Tarzan had the idea. I think they might be behind me. I need to be afraid. They do finally kill off on the health bars off. Fantastic. They're not taking this that quickly. Maybe it's about to go wrong from BLG. Viper trapped in the backline. Out Flandre respawns. And now the Baron's been leashed.
It's been leashed to teleport in. There's no jungler, but it won't matter. Anyone's legend. Clutch out the Baron as we were singing BLG's praises. Anyone's legend. Shut them up. AL, get the Baron and punish BLG. One shot plus becomes very important later. On finds a great engage. Picture in picture, Flandre has died, by the way, but it won't change the fact that the Baron did go down after. BLG underestimated the damage that Baron would do to them. One of the things with Atakan gone is that now the resist shred has gone back to Baron. Baron is very, very damaging now. And Flandre gives a bit of a love tap to his old world's winning AD carry, takes down Viper in the pit.
Does indeed. They get the knock up. Flandre. Moment to rescue the team. They did come back to life and immediately get blasted by Bin, who is now at a pretty scary point himself. 5-1 on this Renekton. It's pretty good going. Shun thinking about looking at Shanks, who reminds us does have the flash, maybe asked to burn it here. Overcomes the rest of anyone's legend, and so not pull the trigger. Would have been a little ways away from his team anyway.
See that Knight going towards that bot lane. Bin hard pushing towards top side, and now Bin has 5 kills. This is the thing that we were asking for. Right, Bin, you have an individual advantage. How are you going to use it? He was gifted that kill onto Shanks earlier, got that solo kill onto Flandre. What can he actually do with it now, though? He doesn't have the teleport up yet, has very good side lane control, needs to start doing more of it.
The problem is still that he did lose the Baron. You are still losing a lot of plays. If AL are still getting
Dragon soul points. W lands off the Flandre. That could be an issue. I'm actually wondering if they pull some ultimates there. Try and clear out the wave and kill him. Shockwave onto Shun.
Viper just about out of range. Shun, though, is still in danger. Tempered Fate catches him out. Knight now in danger from a potential angle with that flank coming on through for the rest of anyone's legend. Can he find anything more? They've unfortunately lost their Malphite. Now Knight's slightly away from where he needs to be. On needs to run away, and the flank angle just doesn't work out.
Yeah, Knight was the one who was teleporting for that flank, but the rest of AL do so much damage. He ends up kind of being left alone. What does he do now? I mean, I guess he could look for a recall. He should be safe. Tries to go for the hero play, but Shun just goes too far forward. Shun having, honestly, quite a poor game on the Malphite, sadly for him. Yeah, he must be away from the poke to engage at full HP to genuinely be an engaged threat. Teleport behind.
Tarzan now in danger, actually. I think they've got the catch on him. Shanks now coming. Can they play this out in the 2vx? Where is the rest of anyone's legend? How much time can they buy? Jumping onto Shanks. He's been taken low. Deadly Flourish comes on down. Shanks manages to survive for now. Shock Blast comes on forward as Flandre's TP'd in. They've gone for the pick and it just hasn't worked out. Flandre! Man, unborrow! Everyone goes up into the sky and the health bars descend like a wounded ox. Knight now in danger. They will bring low the Azir. The Emperor of Shurima dethroned to the skies. Goes Tarzan's Jace with a triple kill to his name. BLG think they have the pick. Instead, they are the ones that are crushed under the heels of the angry pandas.
Oh, Flandre, you beauty! A huge knock-up from the Rex site may well win anyone's legend the game. BLG were trying to play smoke and mirrors and instead run face first into their own reflection. Anyone's legend, our strategists, think their way out of this game and will take game 1.
You were expecting a fun matchup. It was. Legends draft with all of the poke with the jungle Jace just ends up being too domineering in the mid stages. BLG's last gasp there to get a pick falls apart in front of their very eyes.
Shout out to